In this bag is everything I need to get a full day's work done. Want to see what's inside? Just lately, I've been trying to take a more minimal approach to my remote working. It's a bit of a pain to be constantly lugging around backpacks that are full of tech and cables and cameras, so I've taken the nuclear option. How small can I possibly go when it comes to a set of tech that lets me get actual work done? Well, let's start with my choice of bag. This is the TomTok Aviator T33 crossbody or sling bag. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know I'm a big fan of TomTok's work, and I have a few of their bags. They make super high quality gear that you absolutely can be sure is going to look after all your favorite tech. Now, this is the 3.5 litre model, and the thing I love about it is how well thought through it is for efficient storage. So you've got this three-way compartment design which lets you easily access whatever it is you're carrying nice and quickly, even if you've still got it on. It's also got this super bright orange material on the inside, so you can actually see what's going on here without having to rummage around to find what you need. It's a bit like someone turned the lights on, and also goes really nicely with my hat. It also has these clever RFID blocking pockets, so if you wear it across your back, you can be absolutely sure no one's going to be swiping your credit cards when you're out and about. I also like the fact that although it's really well made in this lightweight material, it's not too showy, and you can actually be quite stealthy in terms of what you're carrying around with you without drawing attention to the fact that, like me, you might have quite a bit of expensive tech in here. All the zippers are the Japanese gold standard YKK, so they're super smooth, and the material is water resistant. You also get this nice Duraflex buckle to keep things secure and fitted. Let's open it up and have a look at what we have inside. Now, when you're running a micro setup like this, chances are that most of your devices will have relatively small batteries and are going to need a juice up at some point in the day. So let's look at some power options first. And over the past few years, I've started migrating a lot of my charging gear to Ugreen. I think they make some of the best charging accessories out there. So first up, we've got this Uno 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank. This is really just for emergencies if my phone gives up on me, but look how nice this is. It offers wireless Qi 2 standards and is good enough to juice up my iPhone several times over using MagSafe, and I can use the charging port as an output if I need a bit of extra power. I've also got this GAN charger for when I need a bit more power. That is my main go-to if I happen to be nearby a power socket. Now, this bad boy comes with 4 ports and it can deliver 100 watts from either of these 2 ports, but if you need to charge up loads of these devices, it'll intelligently manage the load to split it between these 3 USB-C ports and the USB-A port down at the bottom. Anyway, with all these, I can make sure that when I'm on the move, I have easily enough juice for a whole day's work, and anything in here that needs charging is going to be absolutely fine without any battery anxiety creeping in. Let's take a look at the tech in the center of this setup, and it'll be no surprise that I'm running the iPad mini 7th gen here. Now, as I mentioned in a previous video, this is my go-to iPad on the move, and I feel a bit gutted for my M4 iPad Pro, which is just sat gathering dust at the moment. I should probably get on and sell that poor thing. Anyway, this palmable, super portable size of the iPad mini plus the upgraded chip options means I can get all sorts of everyday work done right on here without ever needing to worry about dragging out my big MacBook Pro. And crucially, it fits perfectly in this TomTok sling bag. Next up, and this is my favourite new addition, take a look at this transforming keyboard from Sodi. It weighs in at less than half a pound. Now, iPad mini keyboards are a bit of a mixed bag. Most of the ones that I've tried are pretty horrible to use, and even a lot of compact keyboards just don't fit in the sling. But this one offers tons of options. Firstly, check this out. It unfolds into this 64 key setup. It works with all your favourite keyboard shortcuts and has the ability to hook up to 3 devices using Bluetooth. The key travel is actually pretty nice for such a portable device, quite like a MacBook keyboard. And then this is the big party trick. It comes with a trackpad, so there's no need to carry a mouse either. Plus, it gets better. You can just hit function and spacebar and it'll start working as a number pad too. So if you're doing any financial work, yeah, you're all good. The battery on the keyboard lasts for 45 days on a full charge, and this hinge mechanism has been tested to ensure it stays responsive even after 10,000 folds. I keep having people stop me in coffee shops and asking me where I got this one, so yeah, it's definitely leveled up what I can get done on my iPad mini in a massive way. Right, what else? At the moment, I've still got this standard Apple Folio on this iPad, but I'm also looking at some other options, particularly ones that can keep a grip on the Apple Pencil Pro, which I almost always have with me now. In this setup, it's great that I can charge wirelessly on the iPad like this, but it will get knocked off quite quickly, and I'm worried about it getting damaged in the bag. So any recommendations for nice cases that you found, yeah, just let me know. Now, as you can see, I've tricked this one out quite a bit. It's got a D-brand skin on it. This one I think is called Dead Quarters. leathers, and the custom silicone grip and pencil tips are from Paperlike. They just make it much easier to hold this when you're doing extended note-taking sessions. Elsewhere, I keep my iPhone in here rather than in my pockets. This is actually last year's iPhone 15 Pro Max. I couldn't really think of a reason to upgrade this year, although I think that when I eventually do, in the spirit of going smaller with my everyday carry items, I'll probably go down to the regular size iPhone Pro instead, as this is feeling pretty big these days. Now on my iPhone, I've got the MagBack Elite case. I featured this a little while ago, and I just like that it protects my phone from all sides whilst also letting me magnetize it to any metallic surface, and also has got this little flappy stand for those occasions when you just want to prop it up. Now, as we're staying mini, I'm still rocking my trusty AirPods Pro Gen 2 in this carbon fiber case from Mouse. Now, I'm not going to open this up because they are getting a bit dirty and they really need a good clean. They never miss a beat, and the noise cancellation is next level on these things. They are expensive, but highly recommended if you own any kind of Apple device. And while we're in audio territory, just lately I've been testing out miniature microphones to help with things like audio recording and also video conferencing. I'm going to be doing a full rundown on all of these soon, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to know which one is my favourite. At the moment, I'm testing this set from Rode, which is called the Wireless Micro. You get this tiny AirPod-sized case, which contains 2 wireless microphones and also a receiver unit. You just plug this bit into your phone or your iPad, and it'll massively upgrade the audio that you can record, especially if you use Rode's own app, which lets you adjust levels and presets really nicely. In real terms, it can make your audio go from sounding like this, straight from my iPad's built-in microphone, to sounding like this, which is using the Rode Wireless Micro. Sounds pretty good, eh? Now elsewhere, I've got some pretty standard items like this key holder from Orbit Key and my trusty flip-out wallet from Extra. If you've seen any of my previous EDC videos, you'll recognize these. I've had them forever. Now they usually slot in wherever I can fit them in this bag. Last but not least, the more I use it, I'm finding that the iPad mini is a little cracker when it comes to portable gaming. So I picked up this extendable gaming controller from GameSir. Now, there's a few of these available from different brands, but I found that this one had the best build quality, and it still packs away really nicely in the sling bag. So when I'm done with my micro work, I can just strap in my phone or my iPad, and I can just enjoy a bit of micro gaming too. If you want to pick up any of these items for yourself, I've linked everything in order in the description down below, along with any relevant codes or discounts to make sure you get the best possible price from some of my brand partners. Obviously, some of these are affiliated, but if you buy using one of those links, you're helping support the channel, and I'd like to thank you very much. Folks, if you've got any questions about any of the tech I've covered in this video or any suggestions for making my micro work setup even better, just let me know. I'm all ears. And meanwhile, if you're thinking about a setup like this and you want to know more about whether the new iPad mini 7 is worth your hard-earned cash, this video might help. See you next time, folks.